Hey, how's it going, buddy? You can find it for you. I'm here with a discussion video about the TCG exclusives of Judgment of the Light. Now, I know I'm late to the party. I'm recording this while I'm still in Alabama because I'm bored and I want to do something, so this still won't be uploaded until about another week. So, yeah, but I know some people are like, well, you're late to the party, so why are you discussing about them? And it's basically the reason why I'm talking about this because I want to give my opinions on them. I always love giving my opinions on the TCG exclusives we're getting sets. So it doesn't matter if they're already out or not. I'm still going to go talk about them because I want to give my thoughts on them. And it's the same thing with the fact that with the 10s releases, I don't know if the rest will be revealed before I get back. I do know that Barry's being reprinted, and I'm not going to make a video on that until the rest is revealed. So it'd be the same thing. If the 10s were revealed like last week, I still will talk about them, just so I can give my personal opinions on them. So I'm going to talk about the TCG exclusives that I didn't talk about, which was the only one I think I talked about was Dristan. I think it's the only one I talked about TCG exclusive wise. So let's get started. First off, we have Boo Jinging Warg. 1200 seconds to defense. While this card is in fixed up defense position, other Bujin monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Not really good. This thing sucks ass. Do not use them. And it looks kind of cool on artwork-wise, but effect-wise, sucks major monkey balls. Do not use them if you're using Bujin. Trust me. Next up, we have Mecha Phantom Beasts, Arrow Skewins, Flying Penguins. The Penguin Army is here. Arr. Ah. It's freaking the penguin. Anyway, 1600 attack, 400 defense. Once per turn, you can banish one Mega Phantom Beast monster from your graveyard, except for itself. You special summon one Mega Phantom Beast token. This card's in lands, level creature can't be short battle, come back if you have tokens, blah 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 blah, who fucking cares? So pretty much it's just allows you to get some free tokens. It might be point, I don't know, I'm sure people are trying it out. I think it's a so-so card, but I don't know that much about Mega Phantom Beast to really judge it. So I'm not gonna say it's horrible. I'm not gonna say it's good. To me, it seems to be so-so. At least for me, it does. If you know a lot about Mecha Phantom Beast, please tell me in the comments if this is an amazing card or a bad card for the deck. Because, like I said, I don't really know myself. I just like the artwork because it's flying penguins. Next up is the card that I laughed when I saw this. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes, they actually legitimately named a card Cock-a-doodle-doo. I literally cracked up laughing when I saw this because, come on. Like, it's a card named Cock-a-doodle-doo. And yes, the beginning of this is cock if you're immature like that. You can laugh at that too, but it's a rooster and it's saying his name. Anyway, level 5, 1600 attack, 2000 defense. If there are no monsters on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand as a level 3 monster. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand as a level 4 monster. In this face-up card would leave the field, banish it instead. So pretty much it's either a level 4 or a level 3. Pretty good card. It adds a lot of variety to different type of decks. For decks I want to go for rank 3, such as number 49, as well as rank 4 base decks. As this is a tuner, it opens up even more plays, allowing you to go for a multitude of synchros. So I like this card. It's very versatile in terms of what it can do, and it's a Cyber Dragon based effect. So I like it a lot. I think it probably has some potential in some decks. I haven't tried it out myself, but I probably will eventually, probably when I get back from Alabama. But I think it's a pretty cool card, and I want this thing just because, I don't know, it's just one of these cards I want just to have, and I might find a use for it eventually. But it's a cute card, and cock-a-doodle-doo! I don't know why that makes me laugh. Anyway, Torn Bus to the Forbidden Realm. Level 3, 600 attack, 1000 defense. Flip, add one Fiend Eye monster from your deck to your hand, except Dark or Light monsters. I found this to be pretty cool, and I saw this on my my Facebook. On the Yugioh Singapore Facebook group, Facebook page type of deal. They're talking about how you see Sega getting on the wrong bus by mistake, and now he's on a bus heading towards the Forbidden Realm with Cyberstein and Natural Scientists in the background. So it basically it's play on words, basically saying it's going to the ban, going to zero type of deal. Already a zero, but it's basically a play on word saying he's banned, he's staying, he's probably going to stay banned for a while. I think it'd be kind of ironic if they did bring Singing back and this was just some random coincidence, but it's pretty much probably saying Singing's going to be banned for a good while. But I like what they did. It's a nice little play on words for Singing, and it looks like Singing dropped the soap, I guess. It's kind of cool seeing Cyberstain and Battle Scientists. But as for your use, I believe it's gonna be used for Dustins. I believe they're fiends, if I remember correctly. I can't quite remember their typing. I feel like I'm typing. This is Pokemon, but I think they're fiends, so I believe this would be good for Dustins. Glad they said except for Dark and Light because you can start Tour Guide, which being kind of annoying. And is there any good Light B type monsters that you can add? I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Confronting the Sea. And this is the first time I've seen the artwork, so this is actually pretty hilarious. I see the eyes go, oh my god, that's hilarious. I love it. Level 5, 1100 attack, 2500 defense. When your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, this card is unaffected by monster effects and that target this card. In my team play, I'm kind of on the bridge. I'm on the fence on this one. I'm not sure whether I like it or I don't like it. I love the artwork. The artwork to me is really hilarious, and I congrats for Konami on making this type of artwork because it's really hilarious, and it pretty much pictures what some people do when you see a bug. Just saying. So I really like the artwork, but in terms of effect, I'm on the fence. I don't know whether I like it or I don't like it. It's 25 defense is not that bad, but there are some cards that can easily get rid of it. So, I guess you can you have the timing. If you time it correctly, if you summon like a Maestro or something with 2500 less defense from the extra deck, you special them from your hand, and you can basically say, "I'm safe." You know, I'm safe. Next up, Angel of Zera. I meant to talk about this card before I left, but I completely forgot about it. So that was my bad. Did it come out before? I don't know. I don't remember if it came out before I left or after I left. I don't know. But anyway, Angel of Zero. It's a pretty good card. Genetic level 8 Synchro. This card gains it has 2800 attack, 2300 defense. This card gains 100 attack for each of your opponent's banished cards. During the standby phase of the next turn, after this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. You can only use the effect once per turn. So pretty much, if it gets Bomb or Sea Prison, you get it back. Really nice card. I really think it's a pretty good card to try out in any deck that you can make level 8 synchros in. In fact, it's 2800 attack, makes a nice big beater. But I'm still probably gonna prefer, if I'm going for level 8 synchros, I'm still going to either go for Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, or Crimson Blader. That's my personal opinion. But Zero would be nice against a Banish deck. Because Banish it, comes back. It's my DD Survivor. Go screw yourself. We're going to save XYZ Encore for the last card because I am going to have a nice rant about that card. So, Moon Dance Ritual, Continuous Trap card. Activate this card by targeting one wind type Exceed monster you control that has no Exceed materials. While that monster is on the field, negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. During the end phase of the turn, this card was activated. Attach this card to that monster as the Exceed material. So, I'm trying to... Okay, so, and correct me if I'm wrong on this. So, it's a continuous trap card and becomes a material. So, if it's a material, I'm guessing, all of the monsters' effects will still be negated, considering it's still technically on the field. I guess it would become part of the Wind Monster's effect. In this case, Totem Bird's effect. Since Totem Bird's on the picture, I'm guessing that's their target audience, in a sense, for Exceeds to use it on, since you detach 2 materials for its effect. It's a pretty nice card. I kind of like it. It's kind of limited, because there's not a lot of Wind Exceeds that people actually use outside of possibly, still Phoenix and Emerald. I believe it's Wind. It's either Wind or Earth. I think Emerald's Wind. But outside of that, there's not a lot of Wind Exceeds that people actually use on top of my head. I'm probably forgetting something. Somebody's probably going to bitch and complain like, hey, you forgot about this very important card that's so uber powerful, it can abuse the shit out of this thing. And all I gotta say is, I'm sorry, I'm forgetful. Just getting to the point where there's too many exceeds to remember all their attributes. Finally, thank you, computer. XYZ Encore. This card has been getting an immense amount of hype. And I mean a ton of hype. To the point where some people are saying this is probably so broken, you should run this at 3. This is the answer to our prayers. This is the answer to cards like Ophion and all these annoying cards. Praise the gods of Konami, the company, the savior of the game. They gave us this amazing and OP powerful card. And if you can't tell the sarcasm in my voice, then I'm not surprised, because I'm very bad at sarcasm at times, and especially when it's over a mic. XYZ Encore. I have fun with this card. Y'all probably gonna hate me first, but my fucking opinion. So quick play spell card. Target one face-up Exceed monster your opponent controls that has Exceed material. Detach all Exceed materials from it, and if you do, return to the extra deck. Then, if there's a monster card in the graveyard among those detached Exceed materials, specialman as many of those monsters as possible from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field and face up to this position. The levels are reduced by 1 on the field. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. Now, a bit in the sneak peek, this was fucking broken as hell. I can imagine, because you can't really prepare for this card in a sneak peek. Like, I betcha, when people fucking saw this card, it's like, fuck, because you know there's always, like, that 1 or 2 cards that normally are in the sneak peek that are amazingly busted as good in the sneak peek, you know, that when you see, you're just like, oh, you're gonna be that guy, huh? You use the XYZ Encore. My opinion of the card, it's not deserving of all the hype that it's been getting. It's a good card in the sense of the fact that it's like Super Poly. It cannot be chained to, but I feel like this is getting the hype that Super Poly got at one point in time, which I fell into the Super Poly hype. I did. I admit it. I was one of those people saying, oh my god, Hero's gonna be fucking tier 0 because Super Poly makes him fucking stupid. I was in there. I was stupid and I fell for the Super Poly hype. It's the exact same thing. It's going right into Super Poly. It's the hype that Super Poly got. Notice with Super Poly, Heroes are not doing anything, even with that amazing looking card. Super Poly is still a fucking amazing card, don't get me wrong. But Heroes aren't doing anything. So, XYZ Encore, I'm used to saying block when I'm using Mount. Anyway, XYZ Encore is the same thing. It's a good card because it does kind of screw over your opponent a little bit, but at the same time, you can easily prepare for it. Now, the fact that you can chain to it really helps out against decks like Evil Swarms, which is the big thing. Encore, it is dubbed as the Ophion Killer. The savior of Ophion against Ophion. Yay, we can screw over Ophion. I will admit, I love anything that can really stick it to Ophion, because I fucking hate that card. But, is it really no powerful card? Not really. XYZ Encore can be easily repaired against. If you notice, it says that the levels are reduced by 1 on the field. Basically, all you gotta do is, in your extra deck, take out some cards that you don't really use, and replace them with cards that are 1 rank lower than what you normally use. If you're playing E-Dragons, put in some rank 6s, such as Bouncer, M7, and you can even use cards like a Tub. Playing rank 4 base decks, like maybe Evil Swarms, Castellars, Battling Boxers, the Family Thunder, put in some rank 3s. Battling Boxers, for me, I think it would be pretty fun because you can now put in a Cheat Commissioner. So if someone actually encores you, you can now have a reason to use Cheat Commissioner. So yeah, have fun with that. Again, rank 3s and all that stuff. It's basically put a couple exceeds that are 1 rank lower than what you normally use, what your deck is based around, and you'll be fine against XYZ Encore. This thing can kind of hurt at times, but I don't think it'll be heavily played. A lot of people are talking about how you should main deck this thing at 3. No, you shouldn't main deck it at 3. I think it's a good side deck card at best. Because of the fact that you don't know what you're playing. Especially since Synchros are making a comeback, you don't know if you'll fight against a Synchro-based deck that has the ability to exceed summon or something like that. So you don't really want to main deck it. If you want to run XYZ Encore, I would highly suggest that you side deck it instead of main deck it. Just because you don't know what you'll be playing against. That's just my opinion on Encore. You should side deck it. And the fact that I think it's a good card, don't get me wrong. but I don't think it's deserving of all the hype. I don't even know how much it's going for right now. I meant to look that up before I did this, but it's probably, my guess is probably going 25 plus, if how much hype it's getting. If it's anything lower than 20, I'll be very, very shocked, especially right now. So anyway, what are your thoughts on these cards? Give me in the comment section below, especially Excellency Encore. What do you guys think about Encore? Do you think it's an amazingly OP card that you should just bow down to Konami, thanking them, kissing their feet for this card? Or do you think it's not deserving of the hype that it's getting? Like I said, I don't think it's deserving of the hype. But so far, the TCG exclusives are very balanced, which I'm quite shocked to see, since we normally have a couple of exclusives that are normally so broken, so OP, that we literally just, like, face palm every time. So far as the set is a very balanced set. It's a set that I like because there's not a lot of broken stuff. There's a couple cards that just make me want to rip my hair out, but at the same time, they're deserving of their power because of how much work you have to do to get them out. So it's a very good set in the sense that there's nothing really too stupid in it. Everything is deserving of its power. So and I really hope that continues with Shadow Spectres in terms of the TCG exclusives. So anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye.